Hello there, and welcome back to Objective Truths. Now, stick around because I have a lot of stuff you're going to want to hear. I have information, I have images and screenshots that you're going to want to see. If you have any interest whatsoever in the Minnesota fraud cases with daycares and things of that nature, you really want to see this because I have images, I have just a lot of information on this. Um, and it gets insane. It actually gets insane. Me and my father, we were, talking on this, and it was a very excitingly crazy thing because we were not expecting any of it. But I've done enough yapping. Please, if you like the information ahead, like, subscribe, comment, do anything to help spread my channel. But look at this. All right, so starting off, the Quality Learing Center, where all this takes place, is not the ground zero of where this initial fraud case that we're looking at right now starts. This thing is juicy. It's insane. It's a really nice done brisket, essentially. And we're literally just on like the outer layers of the meat. But the current Quality Learning Center has been open for 8 years, or supposedly opened. I mean, obviously, nothing has actually been opened. It's a scam, but the previous business that was in the same location was going by the Salama Child Care Center, which was there from 2009 to 2015, where the license was revoked due to 20 safety violations and a raid. The violations include hazardous environment and not even having items needed for a daycare. All right, so just to be clear, with this, it has none of the actual needed things to run a daycare, nor does it even have like a safe environment for children. So not only are these people scamming you out of your money, but they don't even try and put up a front. Think about that. That's a complete monstrous thing to do. At the very least, if you're going to scam us, you know, do it to an impressive level. At least like make it look like it's real. Maybe like grab some baby dolls. I don't know, put them in strollers and be like, "Oh, what a nice day it is at this daycare." Just like a robot baby, something like that will do. But you know, back to the actual serious stuff. Um, the raid happened, and the owner, a woman by the name of Fazia, uh, was found and indicted in 2017 on 4 counts of wire fraud, one of them being public theft, stealing around $200,000 in childcare subsidizes. And that was via her saying she had more children than she actually did. So, what I'm thinking happened is, I mean, she probably stole a lot more than that. And what we're seeing is just like what she collected on the side from saying, "Oh yeah, we have a few extra," and then like the day of, like maybe caught wind of something and like quickly get children. We need to hurry. Grab every child you can. Miss, $20 for your child, please. All right. So did that actually happen? Was this woman Fazia? Was she actually running around trying to trade $20 for your child? No, she doesn't want your child. She wants Somali children. But essentially, in 2018, she was charged and sentenced to prison for 2 years, 24 months. And just to be clear, Quality Learing Center is separate. It was issued its license on October 17th, 2017, and is owned by, get this, her son, Ibrahim Ali. More on that in like one moment, but first, there's also the fact that while in prison, she owned and also ran another child care center through her family, being Huyo Child Care. So that's also insane. The fact that she was running things while in prison. But besides running things while in prison, or well alongside it, Ali, the son, being, the latest incarnation of a virgin birth, he was born of Fazia and destined to be the greatest fraudster of all time, really. But besides that, he is entitled the manager of both the new scam being Quality Leering Center, or the biggest one on the block, and also the Albi Kitchen, which I'm actually gonna show an image of right now. It's in the background of the video where he pushes back. He really defends himself here, and he also he just puts his foot down. You can really tell this guy has a huge head, huge brain. I mean, super smart. This guy doesn't do any wrong, and he's genius. Honestly, he deserves your money. Give it. But besides being the absolute genius that he is, and honestly deserving all this money, uh, the kitchen is actually the same building. I mean, it's literally the same building. I mean, in the same image, you can see the kitchen's logo, its little mural, and then you can also see 1411 Nicolette Suite, or whatever you want to call it. I mean, that's literally the same building. Of course, it being the same building, that's neither here nor there, honestly. It's common thing, really. You know, one place, same place as another. Ghost kitchen. But so just to be clear, when it comes to this, the kitchen, same location as the Leering Center, where they leer at children, and also the previous Salama Child Care Center, which was shut down and owned by the mother of Ali, or Ali, whatever his pronouns are, and it was shut down because she was a fraudster. Now, besides that, she made and licensed the Huyo Daycare Center for adult daycare in 2019. Um, and if you're, you know, Einstein level or anything near it, you'll really probably notice that 2019 falls within that 2 year window where she was, in prison. She was sort of in the slammer, locked up. She wasn't meant to be able to do anything from there. She was having 3 meals a day, and she was also running a fraud case while in prison. Probably an interesting life to live for a couple years. She was able to accomplish this through her family. The companies that are currently being owned are in the name of her families, and also with her son as the manager for both the kitchen, where I'm sure they serve lovely Somali meals that senators would love to gag at while eating and try and hold their composure, but also where they take care of the imaginative children that are in your head and their heads, which is great because I got this one in my closet. It's been a real pest. I'm going to throw at this Somali man. It's gonna be crazy. Gonna be great. Stick around for that. That's gonna be awesome. Now, all of this is accomplished purely because even though she is meant to, by minimum, not be allowed to operate within any type of business of this kind for the next 15 years, her family owns it. Her son is the manager of these beautiful, beautiful businesses and is scamming still through these businesses, and he himself is just a proxy for this mad woman who is going on this insane theft spree, Robin Hood for Somalis. She's sending it all back home. Take from the Americans, give to the Muslims. It's crazy work. Works great for them, not so well for us. Now, all of this stuff falls under the DHS. And honestly, at this point, with the whole issues with the DOJ and the Epstein files, I think seriously that the government needs a larger check. There needs to be something happening because the DHS is very unwise with this. They handled this case very poorly alongside every other case in Minnesota, Washington. It's insane. There's at least around like 500 in Seattle. I know that. You can check. Insane amount. Blacked out windows, stuff like that. It's crazy. This fraud case is huge. This is probably the biggest fraud case ever, like in history, if I had to guess. So, honestly, at this point, DHS either paid off or just blatantly really stupid. She also did trademark filing while in prison, alongside don't let us forget, she has a record where she is not meant to be in the industry for the next 15 years. So, I suppose they allow people to be a part of something they committed, fraud in Minnesota. I guess that's like average day. It's like, hey, murderer, do you want to be around these sleeping people? Here's a knife. Like, no, like who does these things? Who's allowing this? Who's like giving the green light to this? But for those who have been keeping track of this case, that is now four businesses being ran out of the same 1411 Nicola Suite B. So I'll go over those real fast. The Huyo Childcare, Huyo Adult Daycare, the Albee Kitchen, and finally the well-known, the legendary Quality Leering Center. So just to be clear, this same family is known for fraud. They have these massive brains used for frauds in general. I mean, really, give them money. They have four businesses, all owned and operated in the same location, so they're really multitasking. And last but not least, they have previously been caught. However, good old Tim Walls is laying them on off the leash, being real nice to them, slap on the wrist. Your first time committing fraud. Oh, you poor thing. You must have been scared. Here, have a slap on the wrist. Just don't do it again. Like, no. Arrest them. Arrest all of them. Make sure they can't, like, deport these people. Like, what? These are Somali immigrants scamming millions by themselves. This is a singular family operating out of a singular building. Like, imagine how large the total case is. It's insane. Huge leech issue, like parasite level. But look, I'm running out of coffee. It's early. I had more that I wanted to talk about, so I will be uploading another video most likely tomorrow because I have even more stuff on Ilan Omar. But that's really all I wanted to say for now. Either way, huge story. Some people apparently just get to, they get their cake, they eat it too. In this case, lots of Somalis apparently. But that's all for now. I hope y'all enjoyed. See ya.